to part 2 of our supermarket and market store comparison video. If you haven't seen it already, go and check out part 1, where we compare prices of goods and introduce you to some of our favourite tropical foods. In this video, we will share our opinion on packaging and commercial vegan food products. Enjoy!
Should we talk about packaging?
Yeah.
Yeah, because, something like this, be honest, do you think this is necessary?
No, I don't think any of that's really necessary.
I don't think it's necessary.
I get it. Their whole system is that they need to have, everything has to have a barcode on it so it can be scanned by staff or scanned by people who are now seem to be serving themselves. So that makes a lot of sense. But
this is ridiculous.
Yeah, that is alright. Let's actually just measure this. So we've got that many chilies in this packaging. Now we could just do this and just have them in a tiny bit of packaging.
50% less plastic.
Yeah, but we have all this gap, and also the other thing is that there's actually air holes in this packaging, so they didn't need all this space to kind of hold some kind of gas or anything that was going to keep them fresh. Yeah, another one. This is just plastic on plastic, really, isn't it? You've got a very hard plastic thing inside there and covered in cellophane.
Yeah.
These mushrooms here, at the market they usually come in mushroom trays that are actually plastic, but they reuse them. And they're kind of minimal packaging on them. Sometimes there's a plastic film over the top. Some mushrooms do come with more packaging commercially, but generally much lower packaging compared to Sainsbury's. The same with, look at herbs. What is half of this doing?
Yeah.
It's like when you get a crisp packet and there's like a third of the packet's crisps.
There's like 2 crisps in there.
And they've also kind of chopped up the parsley so that it looks like it takes up more space.
Eternal fire, dirty Babylon, you are gonna get bruised.
But yeah, again, no packaging on these. Same tomatoes, no packaging, chilies, avocados. It's quite nice. All this stuff comes into the country in cardboard boxes. With air holes, and actually has no plastic on it at all.
Do you want to share what you educated me on today about the plastic bags in Sainsbury's?
Yeah, well, we're kind of sending for Sainsbury's in this video a little bit, but it's just a supermarket which a lot of people seem to be going to, and it's popping up everywhere. Obviously Tesco's is kind of the same kind of level. But yeah, so Sainsbury's started the permanent, or what they call them, bag for life, which is like a reusable bag that you pay 5p or 10p or apparently now 20p for, and they think that charging people that money will stop them using so many of them. But yeah, there's been some studies recently that found that actually Sainsbury's are shelling out 45% more plastic since they've done the Bag for Life campaign, which means that that's in weight of plastic every year. So they're 45% more plastic bags in terms of weight of plastic every year after the Bag for Life had started. So actually they technically shouldn't have done it. The interesting thing as well is like the supermarket co-op, which seems to be quite ethical. From an outside perspective, not totally sure on that, but they've been doing biodegradable plastic bags for the last few years. They don't have any non-biodegradable plastic bags, and that's just really interesting how they're able to do that and Sainsbury's aren't, and why is that happening? Why have we gone towards thicker plastic bags that are much heavier, probably even take longer to degrade? How is that happening at Co-op but not in Sainsbury's? And how is it that I was using biodegradable plastic bags to sell vegetables when I was 16 and now I'm 27 and I still don't really see them anywhere? It's 11 years. I thought they would be everywhere, and when I was that age I was like, oh, this will probably be everywhere in a few years, and then it's like, where are they?
I also want to touch on, when we're talking about vegan and plant-based lifestyles being an expense for a lot of people. We were looking at some products earlier. We looked at a pizza, didn't we? And we're just looking at, just the prices of. I can see why people would find it expensive. And we looked at the ingredients, and there's actually not much nutritional benefits or just anything good in there, to be honest. Obviously, we understand that people are vegan for different reasons. It's not always health or environmental or whatever. Everyone has their different reasons for it, but a lot of the products that I hear about people buying, burgers, pizzas, sausages, all of these things actually don't have anything
valuable
in them. Yeah,
exactly.
like so. That's
and
another thing.
there's a lot of them cost a lot of money.
Yeah, they're very expensive.
There seems to be a thing with that in veganism sometimes, where it's like, unless you're at like quite a good restaurant, if you're just buying food out a lot of the time, it's like sometimes the more you pay, the less good stuff you actually get.
Yeah,
and the more it just looks really cool.
Yeah. And it's a brand, isn't it? Like someone says, oh, it says vegan on it, and people are like, oh my god, it's vegan, I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a.
But you don't question the health side.
The health side,
so much,
yeah. So obviously it's not for everyone, and everyone has their journey of that, but it is just something to be aware of.
Thank you for listening to our rant on things that annoy us about Babylon. Be sure to check out our Instagram page and our website, where we sell some delicious plant-based sweet treats. And of course, like and subscribe if you want to see more of our faces. Blessed love.